Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Ciola Grant, and I'm the Senior Services Manager. On behalf of the City of Tallahassee and the Tallahassee Senior Center and Senior Center Foundation and Capital Health Plan, we would like to welcome you to the 24th Silver Stars. We are so glad you are here with us tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. Over the past 24 years, our Silver Stars have challenged the stereotype that life slows down after you turn 60. Since 2001, 193 individuals have been recognized as Silver Stars. People who inspire us get involved in our communities. They learn skills, they make a difference in our community, and they remind us to stay positive, remain active, continue growing, and keep giving back to our communities. Through their leadership and service, Silver Stars enrich our lives every day, and they show up in our communities, and we benefit from it. For this remarkable generation, we thank them. And we say, our very first Silver Star was recognized in 2001. And as a part of that Active Living Expo at the Tallahassee State College, the NTCC, the celebration later moved to the auditorium at the Tallahassee Senior Center, where it was held for 4 years. In 2008, Capital Health Plan stepped forward as our presenting sponsor. Thank you so much. Providing the support allowed this event to be moved to our current home at the Dunlap Center and the Champions Club. So isn't it beautiful? The Silver Stars span our community as veterans, artists, teachers, social workers, judges, advocates, authors, community volunteers, and leaders, and much more. There are a few of our past Silver Stars here with us this evening, and I'd like you to stand and be recognized. Mr. Benny Woodleaf is here with us from 2005. Dot Skofneck from 2016. Thank you for joining us this evening, Dot. 2017, Miss Annie Rowley. Thank you for joining us. 2019, Robert DeWitt Smith. Mary Colbert from 2024. And just last year, we have Ken Boutwell. Miss Gracie Leland is with us. Bill McCowan, Mary Johnson, and John Smythe. Thank you for joining us. And Miss Sarah Houston, I see in the audience. Thank you for that round of applause. And I may have missed a few stars. Forgive me if you're here. Thank you for joining us this evening. As we know, we span 193, as we said. In just a few minutes, we will meet our 2026 Silver Star honorees. But first, we need to recognize our dignitaries who have taken the time to join us this evening. Thank you for coming. I'd like to recognize our City Commissioner, Diane Williams-Cox. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Our Deputy City Manager, Ms. Karen Drumville, thank you so much for joining us. Assistant Managers, Wayne Tether and Mr. Chris Doolin, Assistant Manager, thank you for joining us this evening. Our Director of Parks and Recreation and Neighborhood Affairs, Ms. Ashley Edwards. And the Manager of Community Services and Parks and Recreation and Neighborhood Affairs, Ms. Venus Child. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Commissioner Cox to come and have a few words with us. Thank you, Commissioner Cox.
Good to see you too. Good evening. I don't want to disturb you. I know that this chicken tastes better than any other chicken you've ever had. There's nothing like a Dunlap chicken, right? So I just stopped by to say that I want to be amongst the stars. The stars are out tonight. Each and every one of you are stars. And I am so glad to be here to welcome you to this year's event, which is always a fabulous event. On behalf of the proud mayor, John Daly of the city of Tallahassee, and the commission and our city staff, I am here to say congratulations to this year's winners. And congratulations to those who won last year and came back to support the ones who are going to be on stage tonight. And I look so forward to seeing the intergenerational conversation that takes place. You see, I'm a great grandmother. I know I look like I just graduated college. But I do have a great granddaughter. And the conversations go a little like this. She cuts her eye at me like, lady, what are you saying? What are you doing? Because she's only 6 months old. So, so I understand. So I love to see the intergenerational interviewing that takes place with the Silver Stars and the young students. That is just, it's remarkable. If we could just have that kind of attitude throughout this world, we would be in a much better place and a much better position. We have got to return to those times of being kind and being gentle. And so I am hoping that doing this every year, that's what's going to happen. It's going to catch on in some other places, like maybe a little north of I-95. We're going to send some kids up there to interview some folks up there in the White House. How about that? Maybe when the ballroom gets completed. Again, congratulations. Thank you all so very much for keep showing up. And every time you show up, we're going to be here as well. So thank you again. Have a great time and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. In addition to the incredible individuals over 60, we also are fortunate to surround ourselves by dedicated and caring businesses in our community, our partners who champion active aging for the last 24 years. Tonight, celebration would not take place. It would not be possible if we did not have the generous sponsors that we do every year for Silver Stars.
Good evening. My name is Miko Rice. I am the president of the Tallahassee Senior Citizens Foundation Board, and it is truly my pleasure to be here for the 24th annual Silver Stars. And give you guys a round of applause. You look beautiful tonight and handsome for the gentlemen. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Alicia Hill, Director of Communications for the Tallahassee Police Department, for generously giving of your time tonight to serve as our MC this evening. A senior center is often defined as a place that connects older adults to vital community services that support health, independence, and well-being. But what truly defines the Tallahassee Senior Center is something even more meaningful. It is a community, a family. It's a place built around lifelong learning, the arts, fitness, wellness, and social connection. It is a place to gather and a place to feel at home. It is the coolest, most happening place in Tallahassee. The foundation's mission is to raise funds in support of these programs, and we're proud to partner with the City of Tallahassee in advancing this important work. Tonight's celebration is just one example of how the Senior Center continues to highlight the importance of active living and optimal aging. We're especially grateful for Commissioner Diane Williams-Cox and Deputy City Manager Joe Manville for being here this evening and for their continued support to senior programs. We also appreciate the ongoing partnership with city leadership. We're truly fortunate in Tallahassee to benefit from such strong collaboration. I also want to thank the Leon County Commissioners for their 24 years of funding support for senior programs across our community centers. Participation at these outreach sites continues to grow, making a meaningful and impactful and a positive impact on older adults throughout the county. We are deeply appreciative of your continued commitment to senior services. We're also excited to share that our second Tallahassee Senior Center on Wilani is nearing completion, and we look forward to celebrating its grand opening this summer. It will be a celebration for the entire community and a space that will serve generations to come, including myself. Finally, thank you to all of our members and business partners who support programs throughout the year, and a special thank you to Capital Health Plan for helping ensure this event continues in such a special and memorable way. We hope you enjoyed this evening, and we invite those of you who are not yet members of the foundation to consider joining us in supporting this important work. At this time, I want to introduce our team of board members who are here tonight. And please save the applause for the end for this incredible team. Please stand when I call your name. Edna Owens, Secretary. AJ Chada, Treasurer. Nina Davis. Clay Dodson. Matt Hale. Come on, stand, guys. Scott Harrell. Debbie Leonard, and one of our honorees tonight, Linda Roberts, Alyssa Rudlow, Carol Thompson Riley, Ursula Weiss, and Richard Winterholler. And working alongside the foundation board members are the Senior Services Advisory Council members. They are the eyes and ears in the community and the center to help support and advise staff in all aspects of programming and operations. It takes all parts of the team to make the Senior Center successful. Those joining us this evening, please stand when I call your name, and also let's save the applause to the end for this incredible team. Tom Friedman, Chairperson. Jim Ely, Vice Chair. Lennon Moore, Secretary. Robert Furstein, Judy Fongheiser, Lucy Lee, Lester Lockett, John Smith, and Leslie Vaughn. Thank you, Advisory Council. Without further ado, please welcome Alicia Hill to the podium to present our 2026 Silver Stars.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, y'all are gonna have to do better than that. Good evening. My name is Alicia Hill. I'm the Director of Communications for the Tallahassee Police Department. But before you wonder, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I also used to be a reporter and anchor at WCTV in Tallahassee. And so I know a lot of people are like, I know you from somewhere. It feels like it was so long ago, but people still stop me in the store. Are you the lady from the news? And so if I feel like playing, sometimes I say, I don't know, but it depends. It is an honor to be here this evening, to know that we are getting ready to recognize some incredible individuals for their contribution to this community, to their family, and to the city of Tallahassee. So it is absolutely an honor, and I hope y'all are ready for a good time because we have some incredible honorees this evening. We're ready to introduce you to the 2026 Silver Stars and their interviewees, who are fourth grade students from Amelia Moore's class at Cornerstone Learning Community. As usual, yes, please give them a round of applause. As usual, one of the highlights of the event will be the video interviews that each student conducted with their Silver Star. So let's get started. Now, each of their mini biographies is included in your program. As you will see, an entire book could be written about these individuals, and so we don't want to keep you all night, but we do want to make sure this is a highlight for your evening. So we're just going to highlight some of their accomplishments. Now, thanks to the City of Tallahassee communications team and the Cornerstone Learning Community students, you will get to know each one better through the video interviews. All right, y'all ready to meet your Silver Stars for this evening? First up, we have Lona Geiger, age 82, interviewed by Leah Joseph. Please give them a round of applause as they make their way to the stage. Wonderful. Our first Silver Star is no stranger to the Senior Center. Lona Geiger has been a fitness instructor with the Leon County Senior Outreach Program since she retired 20 years ago. Let's hear about how she got here.
Miss Lona Geiger, how does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
Well, I was quite surprised. I'm still trying to figure out who nominated me because I want to thank them. It was such a surprising honor, and it helped me understand that what I was doing was meaningful.
What was it like to live in Germany?
I was born in the middle of World War II. We had to walk everywhere. There was no transportation. And I spent the first 2 years of my life in a bomb shelter every night. I thought that was normal. And I was told I would sing and entertain people. But in retrospect, it wasn't normal.
What was your biggest accomplishment?
Oh, do I have to pick one? Well, I have to preface that by telling you that when I was growing up in Germany, I told myself when I got adult, I would visit every continent on Earth, and I would dip my toe in every ocean. And I did that. And I think that's an accomplishment that I cherish every day. And then, of course, having children and raising them and helping my granddaughter go through college, all of that. But when I think about it, the most unique thing is this desire to travel.
Why did you want to be a fitness instructor?
Before I was a fitness instructor, I had a stressful job. If I were to go home and then try to exercise, that didn't work for me. So I would go into a class, and it didn't matter what kind of class it was, anything that would get me breathing hard, sweating, and get a lot of stress out. And I decided when I retired, I decided to completely retrain as a fitness instructor, because particularly for older people, they're not going to stand in front of the TV and have a DVD plugged in and then do the kinds of things I do with them in class. It takes a kind of a social component to make it happen. It's a real sense of accomplishment for them and for me too.
What is the best advice you have received?
The best advice I ever got is be yourself and be kind and be curious. And I've tried to live that way.
Miss Lona Geiger, why is the Silver Star program important to Tallahassee?
When you get kind of to my age, you tend to get overlooked. But we still have a life and we have a passion. And to be honored for that, I think, is not only good for us, but it's also good for people like you who understand that life doesn't stop at 20. It goes on. And we have to have goals and we have to have purpose in life. And so, yes, I think that's very important to honor people, and I'm quite proud.
Congratulations. Now, I have a script, and my script says, wow, incredible. But when I say it, I do mean it. That was incredible. Lona teaches She teaches 6 fitness classes a week. Just a year ago, she suffered a stroke while hiking with her son in the Grand Canyon. She made a full recovery and was back to teaching at her classes in Woodville and Bradfordville. You don't miss a beat. Sharon Gray, one of Lona's students, said affectionately, quote, "Don't let that sweet smile and lovely lavender jacket fool you. Lona is a drill sergeant. She gives 100% and expects her participants to do likewise."
And they do.
And they do. Her expectations include being on time and being fully engaged. She constantly researches and studies movement and health-related issues with a special interest in fall prevention and shares that expertise with her class. Her classes are definitely not boring, and I believe that. Lona says she's been moving all her life, and her motto is movement is medicine. Her new goal is to teach a completely different fitness class at the new Walani Center when it opens up later this year. Sounds like you got a position there. Supporting their drill sergeant this evening are several of Lona's students from the Woodville Community Center. Please stand.
They can if they stay work out.
And she told me to say you can stand because you work out with her. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That was lovely.
Our next Silver Star is Dr. Neil Charnas, age 77, interviewed by Nor Weiss and Riley Russell. Please make your way to the stage. A transplant from his native home, Canada, Dr. Neil Charnas hasn't let retirement slow him down. Let's take a look.
What was your childhood like?
I had a fairly busy childhood because I was one of 5 children. I was the oldest. So I was living in Montreal, Canada, but I did the usual things. I went to school, I played with my friends outside when it was nice. Montreal in the winter was not that pleasant, not like Florida here, but that was kind of my youth.
What was your favorite thing to do as a child?
Early on, I became interested in chess when I went away to camp, and a camp counselor taught me the moves. Then eventually I got a little more serious about the game, and I actually went into a public school championship and a high school championship. But that was probably the thing I spent a lot of my time on, learning as I was growing up.
Do you like your job?
Depends which job you're talking about. So let's talk about the one I retired from recently. That was at Florida State University, where I was a professor in the psychology department and also ran the Institute for Successful Longevity. That's this little pin here. And I really enjoyed that job a lot. I got to contribute by doing research. I could teach students, and I enjoyed doing that. And I had a role as an administrator. My most recent job is continuing just the research side of that. I'm at Weill Cornell Medicine. There I'm basically a clinical professor of psychology in medicine, and that job is pure research. I really do enjoy doing that in my part-time work.
Can you define what longevity means?
All right, so what people mean by the term longevity is how long do you live? There are different types of longevity, though. We can talk about just how long you live, but today what we're most interested in is something called healthy longevity. How long do you live in a good state?
What do you think is the best part of aging?
I'll say one of the good things about aging that I've experienced is when I retired, I was able to start to do new things. And one of the things I decided to take up was running. And since I had the time now But eventually I was able to get up to the point where I could run a 5K. So I'm going to be in the senior games, and I'm hoping to be able to do well as a runner for the first time in my life. And there are other things as well that I've been able to do as I got older, and I'm only working part-time. So that's kind of a personal anecdote of one of the good things about aging.
What advice will you give children these days?
One of the things that you need to really keep active is your curiosity. What are the things that you're learning about? How are the skills that you're getting in your school system helping you to answer questions that excite you about the world?
How does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
Well, obviously I'm feeling very honored to be in that category, because I've looked a little bit about some of the other people who've been awarded the Silver Star. I'm very grateful that people considered me as a potential Silver Star, and I'm looking forward to attending the ceremony.
Wonderful job. They did a wonderful job. Neil says that his short retirement is akin to staying at the Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. Even with all his research responsibilities, Neil dedicates 3 times a month to volunteer for the Senior Center Technology Assistance. Emily Starnes, lifelong learning coordinator, says, quote, Neil always shows up to tech help with a smile and goes above and beyond to support participants, helping them navigate any questions or challenges with care and patience. Inspired by photographing the senior games last year, as you heard, he decided to train for the 5K at this year's games. And following his success at everything he does, we're happy to share that Neil brought home the gold medal in his age division at this year's race. Neil's goal for the future is to teach an aging and technology class at the Senior Center. He also maintains a very busy travel schedule in his part-time work, sharing his research with colleagues around the world. Neil is joined by his wife this evening, Beth, son Alan and partner Ray, and their dear friends, Marshall and Susan Capp. His siblings and children are celebrating from Canada and across the U.S. this evening. Congratulations. Our next Silver Star is Addie Carol Bill, age 77. Interviewed by Olivia Duncan. Addie Carol Bill is a lifelong server in her community with a long history of helping people. She remains actively involved in the community in many different ways. Let's take a look.
Why is the Silver Star program important to Tallahassee?
I believe it allows our Tallahassee community to see that there's seniors out in our community that's doing wonderful, wonderful work, and their life has evolved in a way where they can make a difference still in the lives of others.
What was your school like when you were my age?
When I was your age, my school was segregated. I had lots of friends in school. Matter of fact, some of my friends I had when I was your age in the 4th grade, we are still friends. And I get to see them whenever I go back to Memphis.
Tell me about your community involvement.
I would say it started from childhood. Being born and raised in a small church, learned to serve in the church, programs and things like that. So that became a part of me. When I became an adult, I also became involved in organizations. There's organizations that I've been a part of. I am currently with our local Tallahassee African American Genealogical Society. the Leon County School, Elementary School of Reading Pals program. That's a program that I really enjoy working with first and second graders. And of course, I love my senior center. I also was on staff here at the senior center for years as volunteer and participant coordinator, as well as prior to that, I served on the advisory council here. Being involved in giving back is so important in our life.
What makes you hopeful about the future?
My faith. My faith is very strong, and it brings joy to my heart just knowing that my spiritual self is always with me, and I am having this human experience here in this life.
How does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
It is with such gratitude and appreciation that I feel honored that I can serve in this world and be, I guess I don't do it to be recognized, but to have someone to recognize me for something that I grew up learning to do was to serve and help others.
What is the best advice that you've ever received, and what advice would you give kids today?
The best advice I received was to stay active, stay involved, and also to be kind to others. And that would be something that I would pass on to children today, is to be kind to oneself as well as to others, their friends, or anyone.
Anyone who knows Addie gets to experience that kindness just being around her. Her journey with the Senior Center began after her first retirement. At 60, she served on the Senior Services Advisory Council and soon was hired as the Volunteer and Participant Services Coordinator. During the pandemic, Addie had the opportunity to pursue her dream of completing her bachelor's degree. As a senior student, she attended classes in person on the campus of Florida A&M University, not at all fazed by generational differences, but embracing the time to add to her skills and mentor the next class of social workers. Addie continues to bless the Tallahassee community and currently volunteers with the Senior Center Southside Outreach Program. Ivy Ward, Southside Coordinator, says Addie shines as a true example of dedication and heart. Her journey reflects a deep-rooted passion for service, connection, and uplifting others. She encourages others to love without limits. Addie is joined this evening by her son and daughter-in-law all the way from California. Her brother and his family from Tennessee, her significant other Skipper, plus several close friends, neighbors, former coworkers, and members of her spiritual community. Congratulations, Addie. These are some incredible Silver Stars that we're recognizing tonight. As we continue with the program, our next Silver Star is Mr. Jim Ely, age 77, interviewed by Ferris McLaughlin. Please come forward. We first met Jim Ely when he was selected for the Tallahassee Active Lifelong Leaders Class 14. Let's take a look at the video.
How does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
I've been coming to the Senior Center for about 3 years now. I started with this kind of lifelong learning program to have. So I graduated from that. And then a few weeks ago, I was informed that I've been named a Silver Star, and I was shocked. I mean, it's quite an honor. I'm humbled by it, and although I don't feel I deserve it, I'm going to have to really work to deserve it. So I'm trying to understand now how I can plug into the senior center. I mean, what I can do to help the senior center and whatever that might be.
Were you in the Army, and what was it like if you were?
Yes, I served during the Vietnam War era. I was in the Army for 3 years. I was in artillery. So yes, I spent 3 years there, and then after I got out of the Army, my wife and I moved here to Tallahassee so I could begin graduate school to work on my doctorate here.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for 56 years. I met my wife in college, and then we got married right after I graduated.
What is your wife's name?
Betty Jo. Was that surprising, or?
That's my grandma's name.
Really?
After you were in the Army, where did you work?
After the Army, I got a position with the Florida Department of Transportation, and then that was in 1974, and I worked there for 36 years, and then I retired in the year 2010. My wife retired too. She's a mathematician, and she taught high school and college math, and we both retired at the same time. And then she told me when we both retired that if I should stay retired, she gave me this list for all these projects I'd have to do, and it kind of worried me, so I went back to work quickly.
How many children do you have?
We have 3 grandkids. They don't call me grandfather, they call me Peepaw, and my wife's name is Meemaw. We're very invested, spend a lot of time with our grandchildren. Very blessed that our 2 children and our 3 grandkids live only 12 minutes from where we live here in Tallahassee.
Do you have any pets?
Oh, do we have pets? And we have lots of pets. My wife, Betty Jo, likes to adopt animals, rescue animals. So we've had many over the years. We're down now to, we have 3 cats and 3 dogs.
Why is the Silver Star program important to Tallahassee?
Well, first of all, the senior center is important to Tallahassee. We have a lot of seniors in this community. I think there's around 1,600 people who are members of the senior center. So there's a lot of people who want to participate, be part of something. And as a Silver Star, I think my #1 objective is to, again, see what I can do to help serve the community and accomplish the mission of the senior center.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
If the teacher's watching, he deserves an A for this project.
Congratulations. Now, I must say, Jim, you might be the first person to go on record and say that you went back to work just to avoid a honey-do lease. His expertise and experience in the transportation industry are too valuable to collect dust. After taking a brief retirement to help chauffeur grandkids to music lessons, ball practices, and school, Jim is back at work again. When he's not working for pay, he is a valuable member of the Senior Services Advisory Council and looks forward to being more involved at the Wulani Center. One of his best accomplishments so far with the Senior Center is recruiting more men to participate in the TALL program. Jim promotes collaboration and teamwork in everything he does. In his quiet, thoughtful way, he listens to others' ideas and works to make a positive difference in people's lives of all ages. Here to celebrate with him this evening are his wife, Betty Jo, his son, Adam, his daughter, April, and her fiance, and his beloved grandchildren, Charlotte and Ben. The cats and dogs are celebrating from home. Our next Silver Star is Linda Roberts, age 78. Interviewed by Violet Pagel. Okay, did you 2 coordinate? You're just thinking of, like, look at you, how cute. Since she first walked into the Senior Center at age 62, you could say that Linda is celebrating her sweet 16 with us this evening. Let's get to know Linda a little better.
How does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
It's great. It is just fabulous. I've been working here for a long time as a volunteer. It's just great. And what makes it even more special is my sister-in-law, who I've known since we were in grade school, nominated me. So what a wonderful opportunity.
Why is the Silver Star program important to Tallahassee?
As we go through life, we don't have to be thanked for everything that we do, but it is so wonderful for people to appreciate it and acknowledge it, and it makes you feel so proud of the community and of yourself.
How did you entertain yourself as a kid?
Oh, well, that was fun. I was raised on a farm, so there was all kinds of stuff to do with animals and everything. And my mother took us to the library every week, and we got the number of books that they would allow us to check out, and we read them in a week, so we wouldn't be bored and bother her. So it was a great way to grow up.
Where did you live growing up?
I lived in Reno, Georgia. It's a suburb of Cairo, Georgia. And as I said, it was on a farm. We had a big old farmhouse that we grew up in. I had a little brother who I had to share a room with for a while. He thought I was his extra mother.
Tell me about your family.
Well, I have a great family. I have a husband. We don't always live in the same town at the same time, but we love each other and have for a long time. And I have 2 sons, 2 great daughter-in-laws, 4 grandchildren, and we're about to have a great-grandchild. My husband's name's Jack. My granddaughter just got married, even though I can't believe she's that old, but she went and got married and asked me to be her flower girl. So I got to be escorted down the aisle with my grandson, and I got to hand the mothers a little bouquet of flowers. And I was probably the best flower girl there ever was.
Is exercise important to you?
It is very important to me. I've exercised pretty much since I was a child. Of course, that was running and everything. But I've walked probably for 40 years. I've done powerlifting in the senior games. I've worked out in gyms sometimes. It's just important for me, first mentally, and second physically, because you have to keep both of them in good health.
What has been your proudest moment in volunteer work?
Oh, that's a hard one. My proudest moment in the volunteer world, I think maybe serving on the board of the Tallahassee Senior Foundation has been my proudest moments. I've had other proud moments, but it's been a continuous learning and caring experience.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
Yes, enjoy life. Kind of attack it like you do a good plan, and just have a good time every now and then. And if something that's not so good comes along, work with it and move on to the next good thing.
Now, I just met Linda, but I already know this next line to be true. Linda Roberts may be one of our Silver Stars this year, but she entered Tallahassee Senior Center's orbit more like a shooting star. As you saw in the video, her impact can be felt in so many areas, but one she's most vocal and passionate about is the Galaxy Star Wall. Linda was one of the first to hang a star in memory of her brother. Since then, she has honored many of her friends and family, and this year she was honored by one of her special friends. Be sure and check out the Star Wall displayed in the lobby on your way out. Linda was a graduate of Tall Class 2, was the Tallahassee Democrats Volunteer of the Year in 2016, and the accolades just go on and on and on. Not one to sit still very long, as you can see, Linda reminds us that even the smallest gesture can make a big difference in someone's life. Scott Harrell of Home Instead agrees. Linda is special to me as she took me under her wing and helped me grow as a person. Linda is the type that didn't realize what she was doing because that is just who she is. Here to share in this latest recognition is Linda's husband, Jack, her 2 sons and daughters-in-law, and countless friends she's made along the way. Congratulations. Our next Silver Stars with an S are Elaine and Jim McConaughey, both 81 years old. Interviewed by Eva Joseph and Oakley Michaels. Please make your way to the stage. Elaine and Jim McConaughey have been together since they were kids. Let's find out how this power couple met and the keys to their success.
Where were you born and what was your childhood like?
I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. My dad was in the Army. It was during World War II. After the war, my family moved to Ocala, Florida. So I grew up there. My dad was a doctor, and my mom was a nurse, and I was one of 6 children.
I was born in Washington, Georgia, during World War II. My father was also in the war. We moved to Ocala also after the war was over, and I lived there with my 1 brother and 1 sister, 3 of us. My mother was a teacher, and my dad was in sales.
And I might add that we met actually the first time we were in the 5th grade, I think, together.
Miss Elaine, what was your favorite hobby to do when you were my age?
Probably my favorite hobby then and today is reading. I love to read. I enjoyed being in part of a book club where we really talk in depth about the books we read.
Can you tell me about your time in the Air Force? What made you want to join?
It was after I graduated from law school that I went into the Air Force. I was a captain, and after 4 years got out, I started practicing private law here in Tallahassee.
What was your biggest accomplishment?
My children, our children, because they have all grown to be just strong, loving, caring people.
Why did you want to become a lawyer, and what are you most proud of in your career?
I'm not sure why I wanted to be a lawyer. It just seemed like to be a profession that I wanted to get into. I'm likewise, like Elaine, very proud of our children. That's my success I always like to brag about. My law practice, I spent the last 55 years, I guess, practicing law. We were lucky, I guess, to be a part of the early formations of workers' comp law in Florida. And so just being a part of that was professionally a high point in my life. Before we do too much bragging about me, the real bragging should be about her. And she's been so actively involved with charities, mostly here in Tallahassee. So she's the one that should be celebrated, not me.
What inspired you to create the Alzheimer's Project?
It was really done through my church, St. Paul's United Methodist Church. We discovered through one of the local physicians, Don Zorn, that he was getting a lot of people in with Alzheimer's disease. And he had a great concern for the people who were their caregivers. So that's how I got involved to begin with.
How did you meet your wife, and what's your favorite thing about her?
Well, when I met her, it was easy. It was in 5th grade, I think. I'm not sure. We didn't talk to each other then, but I think she was my first date. And ultimately, we got married in 1966. And then we've celebrated life together since that time.
What does a perfect day look like for you now?
A perfect day? Wow. Not having to work totally.
And I would add to that, we have the opportunity of spending a lot of time at the beach. So spending time at the beach.
Thank you so much for talking to us today. It's been a real pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all, and we appreciate your questions.
And just in case you missed how long they've been married when they mentioned it in the video, Jim and Elaine have been changing lives during their 60 years of marriage. Community-focused with an emphasis on making children's, seniors, and caregivers' lives better, they've given their time to the March of Dimes, Give the Kids the World, the Alzheimer's Project, and Grandparents as Parents. Susan Davis, past county outreach coordinator, says thanks to the McConaughey's Family Foundation, a substantial donation was made to seed the beginning of GAP. In addition to financial help, Elaine also attended GAP meetings to offer more support to the program in its early stages. They both remain very active at St. Paul's Methodist Church, with Elaine taking on new leadership roles. Jim is adjusting to retirement by writing a book on the history of workers' compensation from the 1930s to present. Yes, that is incredible. They are joined this evening by their 3 children, Jim's sister, Mary Bob, and her husband, several friends, and their grandson, who just graduated from his grandfather's alma mater. Congratulations. Our next Silver Star is Lester Richardson, age 75. Interviewed by Wade Simpson. Oh, you're excited. He's ready. Lester Richardson has been creating his entire life. Let's find out what inspires him.
Why is the Silver Star program important to Tallahassee?
Without the senior center here, there'll be a lot of seniors that are sitting home, idle, wasting away. The senior center here gives an opportunity for friendships, activities, and the whole gamut of things they can do. And if you recognize people in Tallahassee, that fuel them to do a little bit more. That like, I see what you're doing, I appreciate what you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing.
Where did you grow up in Tallahassee?
I grew up in Tallahassee on the north side near Lake Jackson. I spent a short time in the military, but all in all, I've been in Tallahassee my whole life.
What are your favorite things to paint?
I love painting people. I think painting people is a challenge, and I like to challenge myself. If you can pull the personality of a person and put it on canvas, you're way ahead of the game. People are going to criticize a portrait one way or the other. And that's why I like that challenge of being able to satisfy the customer without too much criticism.
Why do you think it's important to preserve African American history in Florida?
Because without a history, we don't have a future. You got to know the history in order to determine what future you want to bring. So people like me preserve that history through artwork and paintings and other media outlets. But preserving your history is very important because of the future. You don't want to make a mistake going forward that you made in the past.
Where can I see your art in town?
I've been to Lemoyne, I've been to Gaston Arts, I've been to FAMU, all over.
What inspired you to share your skills as an artist at the Senior Center?
I like sharing my skills no matter where it is, but I had the opportunity here at the Senior Center to build relationships, share my talent, and build relationships. I could sit home in my studio and just paint. Nobody sees it but me. But here at the Senior Center, I develop friendships and, of course, share information that otherwise wouldn't have.
When you are not painting, what else do you enjoy doing?
I love cooking. Baked snapper.
Delicious! How does it feel to be honored as a Silver Star?
I'm very honored. Every opportunity that I feel that people recognize my work and my ability to do what I do, that recognition gives you fuel to keep going. I'm very thankful that people think enough of me to honor the work I do in Tallahassee and the work here at Senior Center.
As you can see, Lester is masterful at capturing the beauty surrounding him, whether it's portraits, quilts, or North Florida landscapes. Jessica McMullen, one of Lester's students in his advanced oil class, says Lester Richardson is an extraordinary human who not only inspires others to express themselves creatively in the classes he teaches, he also has exceptional strength and grace as a human of great faith who brings comfort to others gently through the beauty of his art. I am grateful for every moment that I have had with him as my instructor and friend, and for the peace I find when I gaze at his paintings and sculptures. Lester has received local and state recognition for his art, and now his goal is national recognition. But he isn't going to give up teaching at the Senior Center anytime soon. He says, quote, he's hooked on friendship, and we're hooked on your talent and your kindness. Lester's beautiful wife, Leslie, joins him this evening, along with other family, friends, and several of his art students from the Senior Center. Congratulations. I want to take a moment of personal privilege. Will all the fourth graders that interviewed a Silver Star please stand? As a former journalist, it makes my heart so happy to see these students engaged, doing interviews, learning about people that came before them, learning about the history of this community, and the people who continue to pour into it even after 60. What I take from these videos is that you have to keep moving, you have to keep living, and you have to keep giving back and pouring into this community, and that's the theme among all of our Silver Stars. So please, let's give them another round of applause this evening. It's funny, people talk about what it means to age and age gracefully. As someone with a birthday coming up, I am incredibly inspired. I might not do a 5K anytime soon, but I certainly feel like I could go train for one. It has absolutely been an honor to serve as your host this evening. The Silver Stars that we recognize tonight have made incredible contributions and will continue to pave the way and do great things in this community. As you can see, our 8 honorees illustrate that retirement is not the end. It's the beginning of the open highway. Let's give all of our Silver Stars another round of applause. And I will now turn the podium back over to Ciola Grant.
Silver Stars, oh, this beautiful. Giving you another round of applause because I think you deserve it. Thank you. And thank you, Miss Alicia Hill. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, just a superstar. Thank you. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. Y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah. Wonderful. In closing, I just have a few more people that I would like to thank as we wrap up the evening. Thank you so much, Miss Betsy Barfield. If you've had your photo taken in the back, please give her a round of applause. And please, if you have not, please have that photo taken. Please take advantage. And I'm sure she's captured you all over the room already, but thank you so much. And also to our CLT team, Tom Brokowski and Jill, Christina Hinkle, Damian Farmer, and the entire City of Tallahassee communication team. They produced our videos and helped us with sharing the stories of our Silver Stars. So thank you so much. We also appreciate Amelia Moore, the students. We just thanked them, but one more time, the Cornerstone students and learning community, thank you. It's such a pleasure to partner with them every year. Their creativity and just their enthusiasm, and as you can see, they're quite the comedians as well. So we enjoy that. We look forward to them just, continuing to age, come volunteer at the Senior Center and share some more of your talents. Thank you again also to Hilly Fields for the beautiful corsagers and boutonnieres for our Silver Stars. Thank you so much. And finally, we'd like to recognize our staff at the Tallahassee Senior Center, my staff, my team, who make this all happen. Please stand up, please stand up. Please, the staff of the Senior Center, please stand up and be recognized. And whether you just visit our Senior Center or you participate in one of the over 180 programs and more to come, we're expanding as everyone's talking about and asking. The heart of this organization is reflected in those members and that team you just saw stand up. Their love for our community and older adults, it just pours from them daily. It makes it such an easy job. It makes it such a easy part of this being a 1 year that I joined and came back to Tallahassee to be a part of this team, and I cannot be happier and more pleased with the work that we continue to do in the community. So congratulations again to our 2026 Silver Stars. I have taken so many notes and learned so much daily from our community, and I just look forward to working with all of you even more. Our sponsors, once again, and our partnerships, CHP, thank you again so much for all your dedication to the Senior Center and our community of older adults. And I just say, please continue to grow with us, and as we expand, and we look forward to seeing you downtown at the Senior Center, and yes, at our second Senior Center in Bolani. This concludes our evening, but feel free to please take advantage of mingling, get to know some of the Silver Stars, take a few more photos, and have a great evening. And to all the mothers, please have a wonderful Mother's Day. It is your weekend. Wishing you just a wonderful weekend, and we hope to see you soon at all of our Tallahassee senior programs throughout Leon County and the city. Drive safely.